One of the craziest things about making skits and being in character all the time, it's the fact that I lost the ability to talk to the camera like myself. Filming this intro took me a million times. But anyway, I'm going to cut to the chase. This is a vlog to show you guys what it looks like a night of filming. One of the top questions that I would get asked before I stopped reading comments a lot was the fact people wanted to know how long it took me to film, what a night of work looks like. So this is what that vlog is going to be like. Right now it's 10 o'clock. My wife just went to bed. My son's watching his shows. Now it's time to film. As you can see, I have everything ready to go. My camera, tripod, selfie light, or whatever you want to call it, props. It's 10 o'clock. The goal is to get 3 videos done for my regular channels for every, the videos you get to see. One for midnight, one for 12:10, and then one for 2 p.m. And then I also film an exclusive video for Patreon and YouTube. The people that pay for the content early and stuff, they get an exclusive. Usually this takes me from 10 to 12:30 filming, but every night is different. We'll see how this one goes. So this is going to be an episode between Joey and Mill. Joey's going to be standing here. Camera's going to be there. We're going to film Joey's scenes first, and then Mill will be sitting at the table, and then we film her scenes. Of course, we got to wait till, nature takes its course. What's going on, Ma? When I bought this camera, I thought it was going to make my life harder. I thought the quality was going to go up, but I thought it was going to make filming harder. But I actually film a lot quicker with this camera. Only about $500. I'll ever want to help cover costs for equipment and stuff like that, sign up to my Patreon or my YouTube membership. It all goes to the channel. Anyway, Joey's scenes are done. Okay, so now, no, I don't write down the skits anymore. I have to memorize everything. So now I have to go in, get into Mill's costume, and then film her scenes at the table. I know you don't want to hear this. In between skits, I also try to work out and do calisthenics, like pull-ups and stuff. Because, I love going to the gym. I've always gone to the gym. But as a dad, I feel guilty to leave my wife with my son and make her watch him during the day. So I work out from home. In the middle of video 2, and sometimes it takes me a million takes to get it right because I'm a perfectionist. I do take this stuff very seriously, even though it's like the silliest thing to do in the world. When it comes to my work, whether I'm doing a video, whether I'm writing for a client, I take it super seriously. I know a lot of people connect with my characters. I know a lot of you take this story very seriously, even though to me it's not a story, I never looked at it as a story. The way I make videos is not me sitting down and going, well, what comes next? What's a good twist? How do I hook them? What would get people talking? I don't do that. I really, throughout the day, I try not to think about it. And then something will pop into my head. And if I laugh about that something or I feel something, then I make the video, I don't read comments anymore because you can't let praise or negativity get to you when you're making something. You got to make it from a genuine place, and all my skits come from that genuine place. So, when it was Mother's Day episode or something, or one of those holidays, I was sitting around and the idea popped in my head. I'm just like, imagine Joey just didn't drop the baby off. And that made me feel like, how dare him not do that? Or imagine if someone really did that, that would cause such a fight. And then my mind is kind of like, I want to do that. That'd be fun to play. That would be fun. That'd be funny. That connects with a lot of people because a lot of people have been through that. I never make videos with the intent to swerve or twist or any of that stuff. That's so cheap. It's so easy to do that, oh, well, maybe if Melissa had superpowers, or it's just so easy to do that. I enjoy like things like the anatomy scan because my wife went through that, and I know other people went through that. So it's funny to me to put Melissa in that situation, even if she's being a bitch. You know, I want to see that. I want to see it. I want to play it, and that's how I make my videos. You know, I want to see Miranda deal with a toxic mother-in-law. I want to see how she navigates those comments. I want to see how Joey deals with his kid getting hit. I want to, you know, because that happens to people. That those situations occur in real life, and if you watch the video and you feel like, oh man, I remember when I overcame that, or oh man, I remember when I went through that. That's why I do it. You know, I had a friend who dealt with a lot of child custody stuff, and he told me a lot of stories, and it always affected me. And those are the videos I like to make. You know, I don't think about twists or turns or anything like that. I just like to make people feel. And sometimes the subjects are hard. Sometimes the characters are mean or whatever, and you just can't listen to it, and you gotta tell the story that you want to tell, even though I don't consider it a story. You know what I mean? I do the ideas that I want to do. I guess the point of this whole rant is to tell you guys, like, if you're creating something, no matter what it is, do it for you. And the genuine supporters will always find you, and they will always follow you. And those are the people that you want there. You don't want other people there. You don't want the fake ones there. You want them to drop off so that you can bring in more of the people that do support you. When I did used to read comments a lot, the ones that stuck out to me most and meant the most to me were when people were like, I went through that, or, you know, something similar happened to me, or man, this is like spot on, to, because I feel like I helped that person, or I made them, even if you're feeling something negative or you remember something, it's kind of cathartic to see it happen and play out in a different way so that you can kind of like analyze yourself while you're watching it. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. Again, like seeing a character go through an anatomy scan. Maybe you had a bad experience in an anatomy scan, or maybe you had a great one. The video is, I just love connecting with people on that level. I never feel good when people enjoy like a good twist. It just feels cheap to me. Or, you know, this major plot point in the story. It doesn't do much for me. I like that connection, if that makes sense. 11 o'clock now. I wasted a lot of time ranting. We gotta finish the skits. Alright, so I just wrapped up filming. Now it takes me about an hour and a half to edit everything. And then after that, I eat something, and then I get to my writing work. You guys may or may not know, I'm working on a book for you guys based on the skits. So I do a little bit of that every night. I've also been a writer for 10 years. I've been a freelance writer taking on clients. Even though social media has put me in a place where I'm blessed enough for it to pay my bills, I realized that when it comes to making content, I have a lot of free time on my hands. I make my videos and then I'm done for the day. I'm able to pay my bills, bank money, and have extra money, and I'm in a blessed position when it comes to making content. I know that, but I'm terrible with downtime. This is the most downtime I've ever had in my life, and when I'm on the couch just watching a show or reading a book or playing a game, I feel like a complete lazy scumbag. I feel like I'm letting my family down. It's a problem that I have. On the flip side of things, I've been a writer for 10 years, okay? That's been my life, my livelihood. I got a keyboard tattooed on my hands. I graduated from college in writing. I put out several books under my name. I love writing. That's been my thing. And to throw it all away because I've become semi-successful at making videos felt weird. And yeah, I stopped for like a couple months because I was burned out, and I was excited that I was able to make money off of videos. But now I'm back, and that's why I work after I film my stuff, because at the same time, if you're a content creator or you want to be, I recommend always having something else just to keep yourself sane, because you don't want to be chained by social media. You know, if you have like a low view day, or you have a few people that don't like your videos when you're first starting out, you know, that could be devastating for you. You know, I'm at the point where I tune everything out, and I know there's ebbs and flows with everything. But for a lot of people, like, when you first make that jump, it can be devastating. It can make you feel like you're worthless when you see your views get a little bit lower or whatever the case may be. So if you had that other thing that can keep you afloat, that can keep you comfortable, you'll never fear the social media stuff. You'll never fear a bad day. And that's my tip of the day. But also, go buy my books. They're in my link tree. If you want to support my work and you're a fan of mine and this stuff has resonated with you, that's the best way to support me. Or go to my Patreon. But yeah, on to the rest of the vlog. All right, the writing work is done. Now it's time to wind down. This is what a typical night for me looks like. Film the skits, put the baby to sleep, eat something, and get my writing work done. Typically now, I usually read, get ready for bed. I go to bed at 6 a.m. So it's a self-imposed schedule of 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. I say self-imposed because this is all my own rules. I know I'm in a blessed position, and I don't take it for granted. And the last thing I'm going to say is the best part about my life right now is that I can work 2 feet away from my son. Hope you enjoyed the vlog.